Criterion came out and talked about Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Pretty excited about that.
It's kind of a bit of a departure from Need for Speed. A little bit. It's a little less race, a little more
it's
Sandbox.
a little bit
Yeah,
more
GTA.
competition. Probably
Yeah.
the most notable thing about that game
There,
is how they integrate the social aspect so deeply into this one. Literally, everything you can do in the game is measured,
Yes.
and you can compete with your friends literally in any aspect that you can think of.
Now, we know the last year's Need for Speed had that in it as well.
yeah, the auto log feature.
But
Not quite this
they
way.
have upgraded Autolog to make everything a competition.
They had a
which is
name,
why it's called Most Wanted.
Yes.
and they had a name for the system. I don't remember what it was, but
Autolog.
it was Autolog. Okay, that they upgraded immensely.
Now, I liked the autolog. I played Hot Pursuit, which had the autolog feature from
Yes.
Criterion. There was a title in between that wasn't Criterion, and they've come back with Most Wanted. With autolog, it was fun. You would play a race, and I don't like racing games too much. I kind of liked Forza, and I didn't, but I kind of like GT5, and I didn't. I'm not a racing guy. I liked autolog because I could do something and then post it to all my friends who were playing and go, look what he did. And it would say, look what your friend did. Bet you can't do that.
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
That's kind of how this is going to work, except there's none of the having to
It
post.
does it for you.
It's going to harass your Xbox or PlayStation Network friends for you.
Which is great, because isn't that what the
Look,
consoles...
moron.
Isn't that what that's been built around? Is
Yes.
How big is your EP? That's
Right.
what they want to know. But I like the fact that they've kind of sandboxed it. Do what you want and race how you want to. If you want to
Yes.
do an off-road race, go do an off-road race.
Right.
If you're getting chased by the cops and you have a truck, don't drive on the road. Take it off the mountain. And they showed that. They were like,
Hit the
there
Hollywood
was a
sign.
truck there.
the Porsche is going to go down the interstate and blow by the cops and the roadblocks. The off-road Jeep is going to go in the mountains, and you're not going to get caught by the cops.
Right. And speaking of the vehicles, it's important to note, as always, the vehicles are gorgeous,
Oh, are they?
incredibly detailed.
Need for Speed is always a flashy game.
It is an aspect of this game. They couldn't do it any other way.
GT5 is Gran Turismo is really realistic. Forza is all about the mechanics, and Need for Speed is always flashy,
Yes.
and it does not disappoint. You want to be the most wanted. You want to have the nicest car. The more you do with your cars, and the longer you use the same car, you get more points, and eventually you become the most wanted player. You have the most points, and everybody's shooting for you. And as they do that, you lose points, and they gain points.
Right.
And then they become most wanted. And if you're up there and you lose to your friends, you lose a lot more points than you do if you were trying to win and get your way up there. So I like all of this. It's kind of really cool. And we're going to see it also with special editions on the Vita and the iOS. So they've taken it mobile.
Right.
Take your car game mobile. Yes, please do that.
Play your car game in the car.
Yes.
Why not?
I will tell you that I have played a lot of racing games, both on consoles and in the arcade. I love arcade racing games. Cruisin' Exotica is one of my favorite.
Tokyo Drift.
Same game.
Yeah.
One of my favorite arcade racing games ever. Right now, speaking of mobile, the racing game that I play is actually a mobile game on the BlackBerry Playbook.
The free one.
Indeed. And if I'm not mistaken, it's actually a Need for Speed game, now that I think about it.
I think it is.
It is.
But I have good news for you. October 30th.
Yay.
All right.
So
That makes two.
Yes.
that's a game this year.